Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. So carrying on from yesterday, or last video, we are in the process of just putting in our farm road, fixing up some of the areas where we've mistakenly put roads, paths and that type of thing. So I'm just going to have to do this and then I'll fix up the... So we're just trying to improve the aesthetic look of the farm, and we're also just trying to improve the overall efficiency of the... Well, actually reduce the size of the farm fields so we can add more crops, more of a variety of crops at any one time, and then just reduce our overall farmable area because it just becomes quite big to manage. And I am planning on putting seasons on shortly, so that's also going to improve part of the there we go, looking good. So let's drive this section now, see how it looks. Yeah, so we just want to have efficient roadways, enough room for machinery to turn around. Can't fix that while we were going past it. Basically just restore, yeah, the natural sort of meadow look that we've got. Oh wait, there's more. But the main thing I'm looking to get out of this is just to reduce the size of the farm and get seasons on and get some more crops in the rotation. So before I go back out of this menu, I just want to quickly check. Yeah, it looks looking pretty good. So some of these roadways are quite big, as you can see, but when you've got a triple wheel Big Bud cruising through and the 26 meter seeder, and then obviously what's soon to be 50 meter sprayer, it won't look so sort of out of place. So then we've got a nice little side road down here. So some of these areas might need to be ploughed a little bit. Yep, I've just got to fix up this edge. So I think I will... Yeah, look, I'll just continue this section on. And if I ever want to push the fields out again further in the future, I'll just come back and replow it. It's not a big issue. So we want to get 0 degrees on our GPS here. Easier said than done. So this will give us plenty of area to turn around, which is very useful and handy. Hopefully I can get all the way in here. Yep. Nice. Alright, so I've divided this farm land. Now I've just got to divide this field here. So So I'm thinking basically if we just go in between field 29 and 28 exactly. So I'm just going to get my... So I'm using the pointer here. To get the exact coordinates. So that's pretty good. So let's jump into the construction tool, landscape. Okay, dirt. So we want to go for 360 degrees or 0 degrees to get perfectly straight. Yeah, that's 360 right there. And there we go. So let's go and have a look at the mini map. So we can see we've got top left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fields. So it's actually quite good. Okay, let's go for a drive. There's the bloody car. There we go. So we'll go for a drive around the outside. And we'll just spot check any areas that we come across that look like they may have issues. So this is nice and wide. Okay, this is also nice and wide, nice and straight. So I may do a little bit of construction along here at some stage, just to sort of expand the shop area. And then we've got a nice big turning area up here. Now I do have a bit of texture stuff to fix up around here. So I might just fix that while we're coming past. Some of these areas I just want to just get rid of that. And I'll just straighten this up, it's a little bit not straight. So we want 270 degrees exactly. And we'll just push it to just line up. And while we're here, we'll fix up this little section. So this was a section where we had, so I'll paint the grass first. This is basically just where one of the field creator plows just kept driving. And then we'll come through to the plant section, put in the meadow, There we go. So we've still got the steep hill here. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to terraform that. So this will look pretty cool when it's all cropped out with different plants, different crops. So also when we turn seasons on, it's going to give a bit more of a visual as well. So we'll have things like snow, all that sort of stuff. So this area here is fine. So I will fix up this little corner. So what I'll do is I'll paint it with the just paint it like that, and then next time the crop comes in, we're good to go. So that's actually worked out pretty well. So they'll get crop planted in it. This area here just needs to be painted with grass, and then the reason why I'm doing the grass first is just so it's got that green under. Okay, that's looking fine. Because if you leave it as dirt, it'll have that brown colour underneath, which sort of doesn't fit the rest of the map. Cool. Alright, so we've got a bit of old field along here, so let's paint that with the grass. So we'll get this lined up to 360 degrees. Take that all the way through. This area needs a bit of ploughing, so I'll throw some plough state in there. Make sure that's all good. So we'll get that to 360 degrees. We'll just tidy up this corner. So it's slightly narrower, but not really too concerned. Yep, that's fine there. Okay, let's put some meadow bushes back in. So once again, line it up correctly on the GPS so we've got a nice straight line. So obviously this road is not quite straight. Oh, hang on, let's go 180. And we're just throwing a tiny bit of dirt here. Cool. Alright, let's continue on. So I might repaint this whole area to the left at some stage, but I'm not really worried about it right now. So this is actually where the part of the forest used to be. So you can sort of spot the forest textures because they have that different ground state. Oh, here's a big section we need to fix up, so let's get into the construction tool. So we'll paint this grass first. So the reason why I'm doing this too is because if you leave it as a farm, so like a ground state, it'll show up in all your. So I might just cut in here a little bit just to make sure I get it all. It'll show up as needs ploughing. It'll give you other issues as well, which should be really annoying. Okay, so that's all that. So I'll change back to dirt. And just eyeball my run here. Let's just go to 50 degrees and see what happens. I think maybe this is a better shape for it. So it's not perfectly straight, but not too worried about it. Okay, let's change to grass. No, we'd already done the grass. We want the plants. We want the meadow. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's get the area a bit closer to the road. Bit tedious, but I mean, it's worth just trying to get it as good as you can the first time around. So even still, I have to just come back through with the dirt state. Just take out some of these. Oh, look, I'm just going to leave that alone. I'll be there all day otherwise. Alright, we'll do another. So I think we're getting back around towards where we sort of first started. Yeah, my only concern is this turning area here. I guess we'll just see what happens. And then we've already done this area up here, so happy days. I've got to just smooth out that area. We'll get rid of this. Just paint it with grass at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my road too much. And it did a little bit, but we'll come back through now and fix that up. So as long as we are perfectly straight, there we go, job done. I'll just leave that for the moment, I'm not too worried about it. Cool, one quick lap around the farm and then might actually be time to put the farmhouse in, so okay, cool, there we go. Pretty happy with this area just here. So what have we got going on with this grass? So for some reason that didn't get seeded, it would look like. Fix up that bit there. I'm just going to plough this with the ploughed state tool. So back to ploughed state. So that's all been ploughed. So we'll line this up 360 degrees again. Did go off on a bit of an angle there, so I don't know what happened there. Let's try this, let's get it on 0. Let's push it over slightly. Had to push it, didn't I? I knew that was going to happen. Just knew it. Alright, pretty happy with that. So we'll leave it there. Next episode we're going to activate seasons and we're going to start playing through that, building out the rest of the farm and see what we can come up with. So let's have another look at what we've got here just before we wrap things up. So yeah, nice, clean, straight, sort of even sized fields. Looking pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.